Hi, welcome to this worksheet on surface area, 7th grade math, and we'll get started here with our very first problem. And to remind you, the surface area is the area of all surfaces added together. Now, this is a prism, and this prism has 6 surfaces. The first surface would be, let's see, the top. Or actually, I think I'll start with the bottom. So the bottom will be bottom. And the area of that bottom, well, it's this right here. The bottom right there. And we need the area of that, which means we need the length times the width. And that would be, or base times height, whatever you want to say, it's going to be 6 times 4. So the area of that is 24. The area of the bottom is 24. Okay, then we need the top. Ooh, the top. The top. And that top area is the same as the bottom, right? Aren't they the same? This right here, the top and bottom have the same area, and so that will also be 24. And so we will go, I'll go to blue now. Oh, I gotta erase stuff here. So we're gonna go next to the left and right. So I'll go with blue. So the left, you know what? I guess left side. Left side. Left side, let's see. That would be this here. Oops, I'm erasing. So a left side, what's the area of that? Well, that is going to be 4. 4 times 5. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we should go on to the right side. And the right side is the same thing, isn't it? The right side is this right here, and that also is 4 times 5, which is 20. Okay, so I'm going to erase stuff now. And let's talk about the front and the back. So with the front is this here, this entire thing, and we're talking about 6 times 5. So 6 times, so front, 6 times 5 is 30. And we need the back as well. And the back is going to be the same thing. It's going to be that same 6 times 5, which is 30. And now what we need to do is we need to add everything up. We have 4 right there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus that is that should be 144 square centimeters. And I'll write that here. Let me erase this. No, I keep thinking that that's okay. So the area of the square, the surface area, sorry, of this is 144 square centimeters. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is this. Let's see. How about I put this here, like this, and I'm going to erase the other stuff. I'm going to try to stretch this here like this. So I'm going to erase, and I'm going to talk about number 2 now. So for number 2, I have, once again, oh, I erased all that. I had the bottom, and I had the top. I also had the left side, and I had the right side. And then I had the front, and I had the back. So let's go with bottom. What do we got for the bottom? That's going to be 7 times 7, which is 49. So 49 for the bottom. And the top's going to be that same area. See that both of these here, this area right here is the top, and this area is on the bottom. They have the same area, same size. Okay. The left side is going to be in blue. So the left side is right here, And that area is going to be 7 times 11 right there. And that area is going to be the same as the other area. So it's going to be 7 times 11, which is 77. And the right side is also going to be 77. Now, what we have is front and the back. So the front is going to be this area here, and the way we get that is again 7 times 11, which is 77. And the back is going to have the same area. The opposite sides are always going to have the same area. So we're going to add these up. I'm just going to use white here. So if we add these up, we have 7 times 4. Oh, my goodness, that's so bad. That's so bad. So I'm looking at that. 7 times 4 is 28, and 28 plus 18. So this is 28, and this is 99 is 18. So together that's 16. That is 46. So this is 6, and this is a 4. And then 7 times 4 again is 28 plus 12. So 28. 28 and 12, right? Because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. So all I'm doing is adding up these numbers together. 0, 1, 4, so 40. 406. So I believe the surface area of this one is 406 square inches. You know what I need to do? I need to check to make sure I got all this. 406. Yeah, the first one I did was well, I just did 406, so there's that. I think I said 144, but actually it was I was 4 off on that one. That should have been 148 square centimeters. That was that one. Yeah, I think I should have put 148 instead of 144 in case I did that. Anyway, number 3, this one here. Yeah, I got some room right here for that. So I'm looking at top and bottom. I'm looking at the left side and the right side. And I'm looking at the front and the back. So there's 6 sides, the top and the bottom. So let's see. I'll go with the bottom. That seems to be a little bit easier. The bottom's going to be 1.4 times 2.5. 1.4 times 2.5. So 1.4 times 2.5. Let's see what that is. And that is 3.5. But the top and the bottom are going to have the same area, right? Because we have the area of the bottom. The bottom is that there, and the top is this. They have the same area. So I'm just going to rewrite those. Next, I'm going to erase this here, and I'm going to go with the left side, and the left side is going to be this here, the area of that, and that is 2.5, because that's 2.5 right there, so it's 2.5 times 2. So this is going to be 2.5 times 2. I know that that is 5. And the right side is going to have the same area. Left side, right side, they're both going to have the same area. Now the front and the back. I need to erase front and back. Do this. So the front is this area here, which is 1.4 times 2, right? We have 1.4 times 2. I'll write that down. 1.4 times 2. Oh, I know that's 2.8. And the back is going to have the same area. So that's also going to be 2.8. And we need to add up all of these together. So I got a calculator in front of me, so I'm going to punch that out. Putting all these together, plus 10, plus 2.8, plus another 2.8, and the total is 22.6. So the area is 22.6 square meters. Let's make sure that that is exactly 22.6. Yes, it's right here. Boom, boom. Okay. So number 4, let's see. I have an eraser and number 4. First, how many sides are there? Well, there is a, I guess there's 5 sides, right? And I'll just, let's see, I'll call it a left side, a right side, a front side, a back side, and a bottom. And so what we have, and you know what? I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. The bottom I'm going to put is a different color. Okay, and I'm going to take all these areas, I'm going to add them up. Take all the areas and add them up. So the left side is, it's this one right here. The area of that triangle. And you know what? Actually, what I should do is this. Let's take a look at this triangle here. Let's take the area of this. This would be the right side here, according to what I have. So the area of a triangle is the base times the height divided by 2. And the base is 8, and the height is 10. And we know that they tell us this here, this is a little box here to tell us 90 degrees, because the base and height always are supposed to meet at 90 degrees. So the base is 8 times 10 divided by 2. That's 80 divided by 2, which is 40. Now, the next area that we need to take is, well, it doesn't have to be, but I'll look at the front here, the front side. So this one here, this area here, and that has the same base length, right? This is 8 and that's 8, and then this height is also 10, so it has the same area. We can just say this is equal to 40. Now, also what you should recognize is the areas. This area back here, this one back here now, this has the same area as the front. So that area has the same area as our original one right here. So that one, the left side, right? I'll call it the left side. That one has an area of 40 as well. And then finally, the back side, which is back here, and I will highlight what I'm talking about. This one right here, that has the same area because the base, it's a square. This is 8 and that's 8 and that's 8. So 8 times 10 divided by 2 is still 40. So that area is 40. Now the one that is different, that's why I have a different color, is the bottom. And the bottom, let me erase this here. The bottom in blue is this right here, and that is a square. That's a square, and so to take the area of a square, it's just 8 times 8, which is 64. And I'll add these up. This ends up being 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. That's 224, I believe. And hopefully, yeah, I see it right here. Right here. Right there. So this area is 224 square inches. Okay. Next, this. Number 5. You know what? I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And I'm going to reuse what I have originally here. I have all of these here, and all that still applies, except for this. This does not apply. And this is different too. But I still have a left side, right side, and bottom, and so on. So what I'm going to do is make this a wee bit smaller. Okay, so everything fits real nice. Okay, so let's go with the left side. No, you know what? I'm going to go with the right side. That's going to be easier. So the right side is this one here. So what are we looking at for an area? Well, what we're looking for is 30 is the base and 40 is the height. So it would be 30 times 40 divided by 2. 30 times 40 is 1200. 1200 divided by 2 is 600. So the area of this is 600. Okay, now let's see what we got here. We have this is 30 and that's oh hey, they have the same base. That means the bottom's a square, which just like this one is square. So this one had 4 areas that were the same. This is going to have 4 that are the same also. Let's just write it out. So that means this is 600 and this is 600 and this is 600. All those areas are the same. The only one that's different is the bottom. And the bottom ends up being this area right here, which is here. So that right there, that bottom, that's 30 times 30. So the area of that bottom is 30 times 30, which is 3 times 3 is 9 with 2 zeros, 900. And let's see. Now let's add up all these numbers here. I'll do this in green. So it's 0, 0, 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus 9 is 33. So I'm hoping 3300 is one of our numbers. And it is. It's right here. So I will mark that off. Okay. And for our last one here, hey, that's another square pyramid. So for number 6, I get to use the same thing. So I'm going to need to write 3,300 millimeters squared. Okay, square millimeters. So I did that. Now for this other one, I can, yeah, I'll just write it over here because I got some room over here. I might as well. Come on. I'm going to erase this. And let's go with the right. I'll go with right side. I'm going to get a little bit smarter. And then left side. And front side. And back side. And then the bottom, blue. So the right side is this this shape here, which is a triangle. Again, to take the area of the triangle, it's base times height divided by 2, which is 6.4 times 8.2 divided by 2. Ooh, I got a calculator. How handy is that? So I have 6.4 times 8.2 equals that, divided by 2 is 26.24. 26.24. Oh boy. 4. Okay. And then now, once again, just like the others, I'm going to have the other side areas. All those other triangles are going to be the same. See, this area is the same as this one, is the same as the back one, is the same as this other one. Because the bases are the same length. That's 6.4. This is 6.4 times 8.2 divided by 2. That's 6.4 times 8.2 divided by 2. They're all the same. So I might as well just write 26.24. And this one, 26.24. And this one, 26.24. And then the bottom, which I'm writing in blue, is, ooh, let me erase stuff here. So my bottom is going to be this right here. And that's 6.4 times 6.4. I was punching that in a calculator. So this is going to be 6.4 times 6.4, which is equal to 40.96. And I think what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do 26.24. So 26.24 times 4 is something, and then plus 40.96. And that entire sum now is 145.92, which is 145.92 square centimeters. Let's see if that's one of our answers here. Yes, it is. It's right here. Great. Okay, now we're on to the more challenging ones here. We have these triangular prisms. Now, this could be a little tough. Good thing you're up to the task. So, we have, how many sides do we have? We have a top and a bottom. So there is a top. And the top is, okay, so top and bottom. And then I think that I'll call a left side and a right side. Oops. And I guess a front. I'll call it a front. So the top. The top is this right here, the area of this triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. That's base times height divided by 2. What is the base and height? Well, they actually show you on the other part of this triangle. They show you here base is 12 and height is 5 of the triangle. So it's 12 times 5 divided by 2, which I believe is 60. Top and bottom have the same area. See, they're both the same triangle. So there's this triangle, and this one's the same size and shape, so they have the same area. So this is 60 as well. Okay, the left side. What I'm calling the left side is this side here. That's the left side here. And what are the dimensions? It's 7 times 10. I know this is 10 because that's 10 right there. So 7 times 10 is 70. So left side is going to be 70. Let's go with the right side. And the right side is, I'll do a different color here. The right side, I'm calling this right here. And the right side is going to be 9 times 10, which is 90. And I'm going to erase all this here. And then we have the front. And the front is going to be this entire rectangle here. So this rectangle, the area of that is going to be 12 times 10. And 12 times 10 is 120. And we need to now add up all of these areas together. So that's going to be 0. Oh my goodness. I'm getting so lazy right now. I'm just going to add up 60 plus 60 plus 70 plus 90 plus 120. And I get 400. And hopefully that's one of ours. Oh boy, it's not. So what did I do wrong? Let's see. 60 and 60, that's those two. And the bottom is 60. And the left side is going to be 70, and the right side is 90, and the front is 120. I must have entered something wrong. So 60 plus 60 plus 70 plus 90 plus 120 is 400. Where did what did I miss here? 400. I think I see it. I think it's in my original one right here. 12 times 5, 12 times 5 divided by 2. 12 times 5 is 60, but divided by 2 is 30. So I need to actually erase that. Oh boy. So that needs to be 30 and that needs to be 30. And I will make them each 30. So that means I need to subtract 60 from this, right? Because I subtract, so that would be 340, which is this one right here. Boom. Okay. Thank goodness I found that. Okay. Next, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do this one here. We have top, bottom, left side, right side, and back, I'm calling it. So top, bottom, left side, right side, and back. So the top. Now, for the top, what we need is the base and height. And we need to see that the base and height meet at 90 degrees. See that little thing right there? I told you earlier, the base and height meet at 90 degrees. So base and height, doesn't matter which one's the base and the height. You just got to multiply them together. So we have to do 2.6 times 3.9. 2.6, I'm going to move this over. I'm going to erase some of this here. I don't want to mix anything up here. Oops. That's not good. I just erased all my stuff. Okay. Let's try that again. Erase, 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 erase. Okay. And let's get this going too. Okay. So erase. Okay. So the top is, like I said, it's 2.6 times 3.9 divided by 2. Well, let's see what that is. 2.6 times 3.9 is that, divided by 2 is 5.07. 5.07. Top and bottom are going to have the same area. I think I should probably do this. Top and bottom, this area is the same as this area. So this is also going to be equal to 5.07. The left side. The left side, I'm calling the left side this side here. So what I need is 2.6 and this length, which is this right here. 2.6 times 5.3. So that's a rectangle. So 2.6 times 5.3. I'll do that in a moment. Let me get the other one here. The other side, the right side, is going to be 3.9 times 4.3. That gets us the area of this right side. So 3.9 times 4.3. And then I'll do the back. The back is this rectangle in the back here. And the area of that is 5.2 times 4.3. So 5.2 times 4.3. Now I'm going to use this space here to get these answers. And I'm doing 2.6 times 5.3 is 13.78. And then 3.9 times 4.3 is equal to 16.77. And then 5.2 times 4.3 is 22.36. And I need to add up all these numbers. So I'm going to do it now. 22.36 plus 16.77 plus 13.78 plus 5.07 a second time. And I get a final answer of 63.05. And let's see what I got here. 63.05. Well, it's clearly this answer here. because I see the cm to the second, and this is in cm or centimeters. So 60.45, I must have added something a little bit off here, and I'm going to call it out, 60.45. 60.45, so I'm just doing it now. I'm 60.45 has to be it. 60.45. I'm calling it. There you go. And that leads us to our final question. That's my air horn. I'm going to erase all this stuff here because I'm going to need it. So let's do once again. For this one, I think that I'm going to call I got a front and a back. I have a left side, a right side, and a bottom. See, what I'm calling this the front, this front triangle, and this one's going to be the back. So let's take the area of this. It's going to be the area of the base, or the length of the base times the height divided by 2. So the area of the front is 4 times 3.5. It's 4 times 3.5 divided by 2. I believe that's 7. I'm pretty sure. And the back's going to have the same area. The front here, this triangle, and the other triangle, they're going to have the same area. So this is also 7. All right, that was pretty easy. Now the left side. And for the left side, I'm going to tell you that the left side is this here, right there. What is that? Well, it's a rectangle, and that rectangle has one side of 5.5 and the other side is 4. So 4 times 5.5. That's going to be 4 times 5.5. That's 22. And the right side. The right side is this here. The right side is going to be this entire thing here. And that's, again, 4 times 5.5, which is 22. Now all we need is the bottom. And the area of the bottom is going to be this here. That looks like that's 4 times 5.5 as well, so that's going to be 22 also. Okay, so 22 times 3 is 66. 66 plus 14, so 66 and, oh goodness, 14 is 0, 1, 80. So this entire sum should be 80, and boy, you better have 80 somewhere. 81.5. Oh, 80. Hey, right here. Boom. That's it. Your job is to figure out what's the message and how to figure out that message. All right, that's it. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.